Tampa. A Florida sheriff's deputy with one shift left before retirement was intentionally hit and killed by a man fleeing law enforcement, officials said. Corporal Brian LaVigne, 54, had spent 3 decades at the department and was set to work his final day on Tuesday, Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad said during a Monday night news conference. Deputies took 28-year-old Travis Zachary Gabriel Garrett into custody on Monday night, and multiple charges are pending, the sheriff said. He had never hit the brakes, Chronister said. There were no skid marks. He was intentionally running that car into the corporal's car. Earlier Monday afternoon, deputies were called to Garrett's apartment regarding erratic behavior. Garrett had reportedly thrown furniture and clothing off his balcony at an apartment complex in Brandon, near Tampa. Watch, U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick is the 5th person to die from riot. Deputies spoke to Garrett through the door, but since no crime had been committed, they cleared the call, the sheriff said. A short time later, residents called the sheriff's office saying Garrett was nude and was throwing food at neighbors, the sheriff said. This time when deputies arrived, Garrett began attacking them, hitting Deputy Michael Dury Jr. in the head multiple times, officials said. Multiple attempts to use a stun gun on Garrett were unsuccessful, the sheriff said. Garrett then got into a car. The sheriff said Garrett ran through a back gate and crossed 2 lanes of traffic to intentionally hit LaVigne marked patrol car on the driver's side with the front of his car, Chronister said. Garrett went as fast as he could make that car go, the sheriff said. The crash scene was so destructive that deputies couldn't immediately reach LaVigne, who was unresponsive, Chronister said. Firefighters eventually used tools to free him. He was taken to a hospital, but he died from his injuries. LaVigne is survived by his wife and 2 children, one of whom is also a deputy at the sheriff's office. You could only imagine the pain they're going through being only 1 shift away from retirement, Chronister said.